Hello all. So what you see in this bag is moringa seeds. Um they're a little old, so I don't know if they are going to sprout, but I'm going to try. So we're going to go on a little experiment. Um I've kept them pretty much um in a dark place, and hopefully they're okay and they're viable, but we don't know. So there's a lot of different ways to that I've seen where people will get the moringa seeds and they'll soak them overnight and do different things. But one of the methods that I like is that to break open this outer shell. This is not the actual seed. This is a shell. So if I press hard enough, let's see if I can do it with one hand. If I press hard enough, it should crack open. It's cracking. Oh, there you go. And then when you look inside, you can kind of figure out, okay, is this a dud? This one actually might be a dud because the seed inside is so small. All right, stay tuned. I need both my fingers. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, so this one is a dud. Um, there was a seed in there, but it's like all broken up. I don't know if you can see this little part. Looks like the remnant of the seed. It's all broken up. So you might have to, it's kind of like men. You might have to go through a couple of them before you find one that's not a dud, okay? So that's a little joke for you, okay? But let me see. I'll just keep picking at them until I find one that I think it will have a good shot. This one is a little colored a little funny, but it still might be okay. So let's see. Well, I'll break open this one. Okay, so I broke open that one and it seems viable. Um, Seems pretty viable. So that definitely is in the running to be America's next top moringa tree. So we're gonna try to plant this one. But I'm gonna go through this entire bag and break all of them open. Nothing is to be wasted, okay? So I'm gonna break all of them open and then I'll show you me actually planting them in soil. A lot of people, to avoid all this, they'll do the paper towel method where they'll wet the paper towels and put them on a paper towel to get them germinating. People say it takes a while for a moringa to germinate, but seen on the internet where people will plant them and they will get them germinating in as little as 5 days, I guess, because of the special methods that they use. So I'm just going to plant them in soil. I don't have time to, put them on paper towels and plus I don't know. I'm kind of prissy in that way. I'm not a high maintenance person, but I'm kind of prissy in that way where I don't want to see mold and fungus and weird looking things. So I'm afraid to put them on a paper towel. I'm sure there's a way that people do it where it doesn't grow mold and all that stuff. But that's always my thought was like, okay, if I use these paper towels and I put them up in like some plastic where there's no air, I mean, wouldn't that create mold? So I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd rather just deal with the soil. At least I'm used to dealing with that, and I know how to like really manipulate soil so that I don't see anything gross in it. There's always a chance when you're gardening. You got to get used to that. And I've grown a lot in that respect. So I've grown a lot in tolerating like little wormy things and bugs and things that kind of grow up in a garden. But so just bear with me. All right. So we're going to see the next time you guys see me, you're going to see me actually planting the moringa in soil, and also what I do to the soil to kind of doctor the soil up, but without using any chemicals. It's all natural stuff that I put in the soil. All right, so we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, so I peeled the Moringa pods, and I have, it should be about 18. And it took me a pretty good time to kind of whack open those shells and get these out. I just use my hands. Maybe another option would be like a nutcracker. I don't know. Here's all the pods they came out of and the seeds. So what I'm going to do from this point is, some people soak the seeds, but I feel like I've done the hard part for the moringa. I pretty much got them out of their pods, so I don't really feel there's a need to soak them. They should be able to soak up the moisture from the soil. So I want to go prepare the dirt and show you how I do that. And poke a hole in the dirt and put them in. And I have 18 here. And I have 18 little pots to put them in. And we'll take it from there. Alright, so as you can see, I have soil. Put soil in an 18 container, I don't know, vegetable holder, I guess, whatever you want to call these things. So I have I'm just going to show you what I did. So this soil has been pre-moistened. Of course, I have my handy dandy gloves on because I don't want dirt all under my nails and, what have you. So I have a bucket here that I've pretty much dedicated to whenever I like to play with dirt. So this container holds about, let me see, I think, what does it say here? 30 liters. This holds 30 liters. So there's 30 liters. There was like 30 liters of dirt in here. But when I put the water in it, just like when you used to play with dirt when you were little and you made little mud pies or whatever, it compacts the soil. So when all is said and done, when I pre-moistened the soil, poured water in here, it made it like compact down, but it was up to the top. So I did 30 liters of dirt and 3 cups of hot water, boiling hot water, as hot as you can get it, and poured it in here, and that pre-moistened the soil pretty well. The reason why, and I got this from another YouTube video, the reason why is that because that kills the germs. That kills all the little bacteria. If there might be bacteria, bugs, whatever. It kills all that. And then you just mix it up together. And then I used neem oil, which is, well, I didn't use neem oil. I used neem powder, which that is actually something that you can eat. And I actually got it from like a GNC or whatever, and it was on sale. So I just got it and I just opened up the capsules and I poured in the neem. And what the neem does, it also acts as a natural pesticide, fungicide, everything. So, and when my plants start to sprout, it also acts as a natural fertilizer. So when my plants start to sprout, they can have the fertilizer available to them. So that's what I did. So I opened the capsules and put it in there and mixed it up. Okay. So then what you want to go ahead and do is start filling up your pots. I forget what you call them, but you want to start filling them up. So you just put it in like so. Give it a gentle pat down, but you want to fill it up to the top. And so that's what I've been doing here. Fill it up to the top. Pat it down. And there you go. Smooth it out. So you can take whatever you want. You can take a pencil. I have just a Sharpie pen or whatever that's kind of dried out. So marker. So and I just drill a little hole, and I will take my moringa seed from over here, as you can see. And it's kind of hard because I'm looking through the camera and doing this at the same time. And just stick them down in there, or her, whatever they will make the biggest difference. And then pat her down in there. And there you go. And then what I'm going to do with mine is I put them under a heating pad to accelerate their growth, to accelerate their germination. So you just go through and do them all. I want to see if I can get my hand and hold this at the same time and open up one of these neem capsules for you so you can see what they look like. But basically one of these capsules here, and I just open them up. Just like if you're like me and you're a person that doesn't like to swallow pills, I always have to open up my capsules anyway and put them in some applesauce like I'm a baby. So I just open these up and put them in there. Eventually, I'll get myself together and actually buy the neem that they have for plants. But you want to make sure that it's straight up neem, that it doesn't have anything else in it. Because a lot of these products say they have neem, and yeah, they might, but then the other ingredients are chemical based. So if you're trying to go organic, you want to make sure that you have you want to get your neem from a source that does natural and organic. And there's a lot on the internet from what I could see that does do natural and organic, but I use what I had on hand. So I'm into herbs anyway, and I was just looking. I just happened to be in the GNC, and I saw that they had this on sale. So I just, was like, hey, I'll just put this in my plants. I think it's open in here, so just let me see. But I usually like pull it apart, but I've been messing around with it, so it's kind of broken. But as you can see, it just comes out. I don't know how many capsules. I'm just playing around, In gardening, what you do is, a lot of times what you do is a lot of playing around and chemistry and, just kind of. And the way you know that it's neem, it has a smell. Neem has a smell. It's not really like a pleasant smell, but it's not like horrible either. But neem has a smell to it. And so you'll always know if you have neem because it has, I don't even know how to describe the odor, but you wouldn't want to put it in a perfume. Let's put it that way. But, it's not disgusting either, but it's just not a pleasant smell. So, but once I got the capsules open, I just mixed it in real good. I say for this, I used about 5 capsules. Probably not enough. But I'm experimenting. We'll see. We'll see what happens to the moringa when they hatch. Hopefully they do. I'm gonna say my blessing over them. So hopefully they hatch, as I say. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And the moment that they come up, I will let everybody know with an update. All right. See y'all later.